Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. And today guys, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make a cookie clicker game in Scratch. So first, you want to delete your Scratch cat, obviously, and we're going to make a sprite for our cookie. Wait, I'm going to see if there's a cookie in here. No, there's no cookies. Why would you not put a cookie in here? But it's going to be a clicker or a cookie clicker, but we're just going to do cookie clicker. I already did, or, you know what? We're going to change it. I want to do a Scratch clicker, Scratch cat clicker. Scratch cat clicker. So, this is gonna be cat. That can be fine. But we want to go to costumes. We can delete the second costume. We don't need it. But we want to actually delete the body of the cat. We're just gonna use his head. We want to make his head go to 0, 0 whenever we start. So let's just change that to 0, 0. That way it's automatically in 0, 0. And then we can do events. When you get collect, we're going to go to 0, 0. But for this tutorial, what we're gonna do is we're just basically gonna set up a basic cookie clicker. We'll do a few episodes that we can get to upgrades and then other sprites later on if we want to do other things. But I'm still learning my cookie clicker business. So I'm still learning how to do cookie clicker and stuff. So that's why we're doing it like that. But we need to make a variable for the points. This is gonna be I like to do clicks for mine for some reason. Actually, yeah. I like to do clicks because it'll be the same for each time you do anything. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to events. And when the sprite clicked, go to variables, change clicks by 1. And that's basically it for your cookie clicker. But as you guys know, this is a little bland. And the Scratch cat is a little small. So we're going to change its size up to 200. That might be a little bit too big. I just deleted a block. Oopsies. Let's do 150. Yeah, that seems good. But I accidentally deleted the block, so there we go. So obviously we have our basic cookie clicker game, but obviously we don't want you to be able to keep going on with your clicks. Or do we? For this one, I'm going to set, well, you can do it to where when the green flag clicked, it will set the variable clicks back to 1 to restart you. Or you can just not do it, but for my last clicker game, I did do it. I did make it to where it started back over, but I don't like that. So for this one, we're just gonna leave it to where it saves your clicks. But in the future, we might have to change it back to 1. But while you're building it, if you want to change it back to 1, what you can do is you can just right click on it and click slider, and you can change it, drag it all the way back down to back to 1, and you can just double tap it to bring it back to this. So obviously, our cookie clicker, it works, it's functional, but it's not very aesthetically pleasing. All you're doing is clicking and it's kind of boring. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up a basic to where whenever you're hovering over it, it'll increase the size just so that it looks better. So we're gonna go to effects. When you've clicked, grab a forever loop and grab an if statement, and we're gonna sensing if it's touching the mouse pointer, then we're going to go to looks, set size to 160 or whatever I recommend 10 above. It'll increase the size, but as you guys notice, whenever it's done, it doesn't. So we're gonna repeat this statement. I think I did this a different way. But anyways, we're going to delete this statement, duplicate that, so that we can grab a not, and then put this touching in here, so that if it's not changing, it won't change it to 60, but it'll change it to 60 before we change it, but we're going to change it back to our regular size, which is 150. So now, if we're hovering over it, it'll set the size, but if we're not, it won't. But again, you might want to make it more aesthetically pleasing, so we're going to make it to where whenever you're clicking it, it'll set a clone. So whenever you're clicking it, change clicks by 1 and create a clone of myself. And what I want to do is I want to make it to where the clone goes in the background of your whatever you call it. So when I start as a clone, we're going to make sure we go to motion, we go to a random position, and I want this to look cool. So we're gonna set the ghost effect by going to looks. And if it says color, we want to click the color and change it to ghost effect. So now if we click it, it'll create a clone, but the clone won't do anything. It'll just be very aggravating. So the ghost effect right now is good, but we want to make it to where it's always going down. So we're gonna grab a forever loop. We're just gonna set the change the y by 10 should be good. So it's always going. Oh, my bad. -10. And you might want to change this if you want it to be slower or higher. It really doesn't matter. But as you guys notice, whenever it touches the edge, it doesn't delete, which we want it to delete, or else it'll pull up a lot of memory. And if you have the more items you have, the laggier it'll be. So we're going to change the effect. Or we're not going to change the effect. We're going to do another if statement under this change y by -10 to make sure if it's touching the edge, then we'll delete the clone. Delete the clone. If it's touching the edge, it will delete the clone. But as you guys may notice, if you touch it, it'll change your clicks, which you might not want to do it. But if you do want to do it, it's fine. So we're just going to quickly, so I can show you guys this. We're not going to change the y by anything. So if you click it, it will continuously spawn more clones and it'll affect the click. But you don't want that to happen, right? So we're going to do another, we're going to add an OR block. So we're just going to drag these two blocks out and change it from if touching OR, then if touching the mouse pointer. We're going to go to operators. We're going to grab an OR statement and then just do this so that you cannot, no matter what you do, click it. As soon as you try and click it, it'll do that. So there's that. So obviously, again, we're gonna change this back to, I think we'll do -5 because I think -10 was a little bit too big. But obviously, the cats are a little big, and we don't want them to be big. So let's change that. So we're just gonna make sure that whenever we green flag is clicked, we change the change or set size to 100 should be good. Let's put that at the top, that way we can see it better. So put it at the top. Yeah, so 100's good. 100 is good. I feel like it's not always creating a clone, but it's fine. So obviously, yeah. So now we're doing that, and we might want a backdrop. So we're gonna create a black backdrop. And actually, I want to see if there's any cool backdrops that we can put this guy in. Is there like a kitchen or something? Let's try. That's not how you spell kitchen. Kitchen. I don't think that's how you spell kitchen, anyways. It's I can't spell. Okay, there's no kitchen, but we might have another cool one that we can do. Let's just put them in a hallway. Why not? That looks cool. So yeah, basically that's what happens. And obviously, doing this is kind of cool. But what if we make the scratch cat rotate? Wouldn't that be cool if the thing just started spinning around to give it more cool, make it more cool looking? So again, we can go when green flag. We can put it in this when green flag clicked statement. Grab out a forever loop and just go to motion, and you can turn whatever degrees you want, and it'll turn like that. But see, it's better to do the turning for something like okay, actually that might not be good. You know, we're not gonna you can do the turning, but if you're using a scratch cat, I might not recommend turning them because it does look like this. But if you're doing like a circular or a cubular object, then twisting it won't affect it that much, and it'll probably be perfectly fine. But I'm not gonna do it. But I just wanted to show you how to do it. So actually, we want to make sure we return it back to its original origin. think that's close enough. So that's that, and I think that's it for the tutorial series. If you guys want a part 2, please make sure to, and if you like it, please make sure to like, subscribe, and once I get to 50 subscribers, I'll do another live stream on my channel where I'm working on my RPG game. If you want to see the first live stream, it'll be in my YouTube channel under the live thingy, whatever you call it, live tab, and you can watch that. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.